Good evening, everybody. Today, on the Sunday evening, we are going to see an important session on how fear disturbs peace and health in us and how to overcome it. Actually, fear happens in us without our knowledge. When we get fear, you can observe that our Manipura chakra, this portion, gets disturbed. That's why in Tamil they say, Adivaitha kalakkudu. When you get fear, so it disturbs suddenly from the bottom. So why this fear comes, how it comes, it is not known to us. So we are in the dark when we get the fear. So we have to see. When we are in the dark, we don't know what is happening. Where is the what is the direction we have to go to overcome this fear? So we have to bring light to it, see what is the cause for this fear and then how to overcome it. So fear normally is happening because of our doubt on about ourselves, our capacity to face the situations in life. So when this fear started, so when Atma has segregated from Paramatma, it has started its evolution from soil, then earthworms, then insects, then lizards, then snake, then birds, then animals, then human form. So in the various evolution, in various forms it has gone through. And in all this evolution, if you see, at one stage, that is each stage crosses to other by, by eating that one, the earlier one. For instance, worms are eaten by the insects. So when the worms are eaten by insect, the worms get the fear of the death. The insects are eaten by the lizards like frog. See, if you see in the wall, insect is sitting and the frog is there. Say for instance lizard, you can say. It's in the wall, the lizard is there. The insect has seen that lizard is there, so it is going to be, he is going to die. So it gets the fear of death. So in order to overcome it, what it does, it waits calmly. And the lizard also waits calmly. And thinking that lizard has slept, it just moves out to cheat it and move away to save itself. But at that time, the lizard catches and it kills and eats. And this is the evolutionary path which God has created. So when the insect goes to the lizard, the next life cycle it takes the lizard life. And then like that it gets promoted from 1 sense, 2 sense, 3 sense, 4 sense, 5 sense, and finally it reaches the 6th sense human form. So at each level of form it changes, it faces death in the higher level of evolution. Lizards being eaten by snakes, frogs are eaten by snakes. So when frog is eaten by snake, the frogs get that fear. The snakes are eaten by eagle, other snakes get the fear. Then birds are eaten by animals. Herbivorous animals like deer, buffalo or cow, all these things are eaten by carnivorous animals like tiger, lions. So when it has been chased and killed, the deer when it is chased and killed, it gets the fear. So all these fear experiences is being faced at each evolution at the time of death. When it wants to save itself, it is being caught hold by the other higher level of evolutionary forms. This is the nature's creation for the Atma to get promoted to the final stage of human form. In the human form, there is no killing by any other higher forms. It is only killing by our own self because of our negative. Because when you get the 6th sense, the discriminative intelligence, what it says, when we face situations in life, that situations, when there is new, that new situations will create a, which it tantamount to coming from darkness to light. At that time, when you come from darkness to light, you get a shaken, and that shake is called the fear. For instance, when the child comes out of the womb of a mother, it comes 9 months, it is in the darkness, it getting shaped. It comes out of the mother's womb, it sees the light, and she immediately get out of fear it cries. And once it gets accustomed to that light, that cry goes off. Similarly, at each stage, when you go to school for the first time, at that time the child cries because it is going to a new place. So when it gets accustomed to the school, it gets smoother. Similarly, when it goes enter into the college, There you see new place, there you have the doubt whether people can do eve teasing, all these things. That fear, once you get accustomed, that fear goes. Once you attend interview first time after completing education, attend interview. When you go enter the interview room, you get a fear whether you get selected, whether I can able to answer perfectly. When few interviews are attended and you do successfully, then that fear goes. Similarly, when you enter into the job, when you at that time you don't know about the job, how the boss will react, how you are going to face the situations, whether it be thrown off, all these kinds of fear comes. That fear sometimes may lead to go to the extent of committing suicide also. That happens many cases. Getting married. So at that time, new relations comes, especially for women when they get married. They have the fear that how our in-laws will be there, our husband will be there. All these things will be there. And whenever we face financial problems in life, due to the lender's trouble, pressure, when we are unable to face the situations, at that time, when you get a phone call from the creditor, you have the fear, sudden fear comes in. So like that, when we face new situations in life, that amounts to coming from darkness to light, where immediately that situation, we cannot able to know how to face the situations. Though we got the talents, we could not able to. So every experiences of fear is stored from the previous life cycles. Not only in the previous forms I am talking about, even in our previous births. So man has taken several births in the human form itself. For instance, if you say phobia, we call it as. A phobia means we have water phobia, a blood color phobia, like that is there. Phobia means a bitter fear. For instance, this has been explored by psychiatrists in one of the instances where when they have been trying to identify the cause for brain tumor. So one person is about 55 years age. So while he was working in the office, suddenly he got a heavy headache, severe pain in the head. So he just was thinking that it's only a simple headache. He took medicine, but it got cured. So he went to a doctor and told that he has severe pain head. So they had an MRI scan and found there is a brain tumor. The doctor told immediately you have to get operated. So he went to undergo an operation, and the operation was done successfully, and it's a big tumor was removed. And after 15 days rest, he then came to office again. He started the work. So this was going on for 1 year. After 1 year, suddenly he had the same fear, same kind of pain. Again, when he went and saw within 6 months, he saw the same amount of brain tumor grown at the same place. The doctor was astonished. At a short period of 6 months, how this much brain tumor can grow? The doctors also discussed, all the specialists. So they invited psychiatrists also. Then they said, if you do operation within 6 months at the same place, it will be fatal. So we cannot do operation. If you don't do operation, he will die. So what is the solution? Then all people discussed, what is the cause for this growth at short time? So we have to analyze the root cause. Then the psychiatrist told, so we have to go to the root, what is the cause for this growth? So the psychiatrist told the patient, you have to come for a session. We have to go do the regression method. So through regression method, we have to identify the cause, and then we have to correct the tumor. So he took the patient, you have to cooperate. So he wanted to be cured. No, he said, okay, I'll cooperate. So he took the patient to trance and made his subconscious to recollect from the past experiences. So he took 5 years, each 5 years. Now you are 55 to 50. What is the position? Any negative experiences? Nothing. Then 50 to 45. So like that he took up to 5 years. Below 5 years, the experience won't get stored in the subconscious mind. Then he took the previous life. Like that, every 5 years he was able to recollect each and every negative experiences in his subconscious mind. Like that, or not only one session, on several sessions, he took the person to up to 5 life cycles backside. And the person, when he was about 10 years old, he was in the village. There is a big stream of water. There is small lake. People all his friends have been, who knows swimming, they have been falling from the top and they were swimming. He doesn't know swimming. So he was standing on the banks and just clapping and enjoying the other children doing the swimming. One of his friends, what he does, he wants to just make a fun of him. So he comes from the back without his knowledge and comes and shouts from the back, very big shout, and then he pushes him into the water. So the big sound, suddenly he got shocked. So immediately when he been pushed into water, he doesn't know what to do. So he just fallen into the water, he doesn't know swimming. So he got submerged. Immediately all the people got frightened. So big people, elders came and they jumped and took him up from the water, and then they removed the water and he was saved. But that shocking from the person, the friend who shouted from the back, that shock, and subsequently falling into the water, and he has experience in drinking water and get submerged, and all these things has created a phobia in him. As next time, whenever when he saw that lake, immediately he got that bad experience in his mind, recollect bad experience. So all the negative experiences which each and every next time when he see water, he has got that fear of that bad experience. So this has created him a water phobia. Whenever I see water, the past experience which has flowed, it's a big aberration in the subconscious mind. That negative experiences get like an aberration in the subconscious mind. So it goes down. So whenever one person comes in, immediately it takes the conscious mind to the depth of the negative experience, and that creates phobia. And over the 5 life cycles, this phobia has now created this into a form of a tumor. Then what he did, the psychiatrist, he took him to that back 5 generations back, and now he said, see, if you see a movie, horror movie, first time, you'll be shocked to see. And second time when you see the movie, since you know all the scenes thoroughly, so you won't get the same shock. Similarly, he took the person to backside. He said, now you are standing on the bank of the river, now your friend is coming now, he is going to shout at you. Now you know he is going to shout. Will you have fear? No. Okay, now he is pushing into water. You don't know swimming, well and good. But you have been saved. People come and saved you. Now have you got fear? No. So like that, he gave positive self-assertion to his mind. There is positive self-awareness. So now that fear has gone. Now you have been saved from water. There is no worry for you by being you face any death due to water. So now you are getting past. You have been saved and you don't have any fear about water, fear. So he removed that. Now you are getting confident, you are getting positive. So like that, he took back from 5 life cycles and came back to the 55th year of the person. Now when he checked that MRI scan, he found this tumor has gone. So the negative experience has got such a great effect on our health. It creates tumor. Even the negative fear may create diabetes. One of the causes for diabetes, the fear is also one of the causes. The fear creates tension in us. It may create dejection, because when we get fear, we commit mistakes. When we commit mistakes, when we face failures, we get dejections. The dejection leads to self-anger on ourselves. So like that, fear may lead to so many negative traits building in us that accumulate in subconscious mind, which over a period will result into various kinds of disease, like tension creates heart attack, fear and tension, insecurity and inferiority complex, shyness, all these mixed together will create a form of diabetes like that. Various forms of diseases that may come because of the fear. From the fear, many things comes, as I told you. So it is high time that we should see how we can overcome this fear and see that we save ourselves from the negative impact of this fear on our subconscious mind, and how it affects the Manonmaya Kosa, how the energy levels gets disturbed in the Pranamaya Kosa, and how it disturbs the energies and the chakras, which has got an impact. When the energies in the chakras get negative, automatically the cells will get negative energy that leads to degeneration of cells, which is the cause for disease. So the fear over a period accumulates to various kinds of diseases. So we have to see how we can overcome the fear. I told you already in the Atma Siddhi Yoga how to cleanse the chakras and how to cleanse various negative traits in the Manonmaya Kosa. So what we have to do is, as I told you, fear is mainly because our doubt about our own capacity. So we have got enough capacity. God has created every person with the same amount of knowledge, everything. But everything is inside. It has been covered by the cloud of ego. The ego is the cause for tamasic, rajasic gunas. So what are tamasic gunas? The fear is one of the basic foundations for tamasic gunas. It leads to self-anger, self-dejections, all these things, shyness, inferiority complex, all these things that comes because of this fear. So this ego, when the cloud of ego is removed, then the buddhi here in subconscious, in the Sahasrara chakra, can able to see the energy which is lying dormant in the Muladhara chakra. So here is your buddhi. So here is your energy. So when you are, because of fear, what happens? When you get fear, your intellectual energy which you are not used, it gets settled down in the Muladhara chakra. So since the ego is there in the Visuddhi chakra, the buddhi cannot able to see the energy what you are possessing. You got tremendous talents in you, you have got tremendous power in you. But everything is lying inside you in the subconscious, in your Kundalini Shakti in the Muladhara chakra. By gravitational pull it goes down. So when it goes down, what happens? Here the basic energy levels needed for the chakras has been less. So events, when it gets attacked, this fear, anger, jealousy, hatredness, all these things, we create negative energy in all these chakras, which ultimately leads to less negative, the negative energy going into the cells, that leads to degeneration of cells that one day burst in the form of various diseases. So what you have to do is, first we have to awaken this Kundalini Shakti from the Muladhara chakra by going to the Manonmaya Kosha. In Atma Siddhi Yoga, I told about how to do this. So we have to take the Atma to the Muladhara chakra. So then awaken the Kundalini Shakti there, lying dormant. So after awakening it, what you have to do is, first all the negative experience of the past, the negative aberrations of the past, which is stored in the subconscious mind, has to be cleansed. So once this is cleansed, what happens? When all the negative experience is cleansed, it gives the opportunity for you to cleanse the negative traits in you. Fear is negative state which is in the Muladhara chakra, that slowly gets evaded. So the dejection that has been stored because of the fear in the Anahata chakra, the Atma Bharam will vanish. So when this Kundalini Shakti is awakened to this Visuddhi chakra, the ego gets burned and you get a clear picture. That is, the cloud of ego negativity is gone. Then the Agya chakra, whatever you see, the sensual perceptions will see, the divinity in that will see, the negative fear and all this will be removed from this. Whatever you see, you won't get fear. That kind of mental perception has to be built in you. That comes when the buddhi, the negative thoughts in the buddhi has been removed and it has been changed into positive divine thoughts. So that is the simple way how we can able to do by practicing at various levels of energy distributions. So that's why I told you in the Atma Siddhya I told Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti. You awaken the Kundalini Shakti and go to Swadhisthana Chakra, Pausha, Mananamaya. All the subconscious mind, negative energy, you just visualize that Om Shakti when you chant, the Atma Jyoti light and the Kundalini Shakti cleanses all the past experience stored in the subconscious mind at each levels from previous forms of previous evolutions and also in the previous life cycles of the human form, everything past experiences. Because our subconscious mind is such a powerful big tool, it cannot be compared to any supercomputer. That much subconscious mind storing energy is there. So we have to go pierce deep into it, cleanse all the negative experiences, negative aberrations stored in the subconscious mind by using the Kundalini Shakti and Atma Jyoti's energy. So think Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti. So you visualize that you are going deep inside and cleansing all the negative aberrations stored in the subconscious mind. Like all the negative which is caused of fear is getting completely wound up, all completely burnt. So the more you do in the subconscious mind, you visualize experience positively, that your negative experiences of all the past have been completely wiped off and your mind, your subconscious mind is free from all the negativity. Then this gives open the gateway for Manipura chakra to remove the negative traits. Because what happens whenever you think negatively about, whenever you face events, immediately the past experience come there and create a fear in you. So when all the past experiences have been wiped off, the current situation, you don't have previous negative experiences. Now all the positive experiences are only left with that. So this past experiences, positive experience gives the current position. When you face the situation, you have to get fear. You will remain calm. So the calmness, what it makes the Manipura chakra, whatever negative fearing at that stage will completely get burned. So here chant mantra Om Shakti, Om Shakti, Om Shakti, and see that all the negativity is completely burnt. So then move to Anahata Chakra, get Atma Bhoj. Remove all negative Atma Bharam and create Atma Bhoj. Then move to Vishuddhi. Om Shakti, and see that you remove all the egoistic feelings in you. Then move to Anahata Chakra, remove all negative perceptions and divine perceptions. So whatever you see, the divine negative perceptions of fear, anger, jealousy, all these things go and remain calm at all times. And then go to Sahasrara Chakra, have the positive thoughts, only negative thoughts you remove. Whatever you see with positive feeling. You see, keep your mind in the equanimous state, that is the prajna stage. So like that, you do in the Manonmaya Kosa, the chakras, when this, the Manonmaya Kosa, when this is done, automatically in the chakras, the energy becomes positive. When the energy becomes positive, the cells get positive energy that improves immunity power, keep you free from any disease. At the same time, this Manonmaya Kosa, when all the negativity has been removed and your mind remains Chitta Prajna, what happens? You won't have any fear of any situations. Whatever situation comes, this is part of release of karma. Let me not get attached to things. Let me carry on my duties with wholeheartedness, with total involvement, with strong determination, self-determination, self-confidence. So this enables one to face the situation boldly, confidently, successfully. And the negative aspects of fear will go, and you face all the situations successfully, and you lead a successful, happy, contented, peaceful life. So practice this and see that you remove fear from you and lead a happy and peaceful life. Thank you.